If I'm a New York Knicks fan, I'm a little scared. I'll probably say very scared right now. You should have closed out the 76ers last night to be up, I believe, like 6 points with a minute 20, minute 40 left. What a hell of a game. Mainly going to talk about the fourth quarter. But Tyrese Maxey, the thing is, I thought he was still like a year away from having this is your team, you're the man, you get the last shots. I was completely wrong about that. This is even going to sound a little crazy, but it probably is Tyreek Maxey's team now and not Joel Embiid's no more. Meaning, first option is going to be Tyreek Maxey. Fourth quarter, he's going to get the ball to get the last shot. And then Joel Embiid is going to be the second option. But if Joel Embiid, obviously, him being an MVP and his all-star stature, if he's hot that game, he's going to get the ball. Joel Embiid did have a triple-double this game, but he also did shoot like 7 for 19 and had 9 turnovers, almost had a quadruple-double with the turnovers. Not in a good way. My problem with Joel Embiid has been the same every year. He tends to not show up when it's huge games. I don't know if his butt gets tight. I don't know if it's because he's fatigued out, which could be very possible, but who do you blame? Do you blame the coaching staff for that, or do you blame Joel Embiid for that? Or it's just he just doesn't show up. And there was some games already in this series where he was having a bad shooting night. I mean, last night was his example. As far as Maxey, at first I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, being like, look, man, I get it. You just became a first-time All-Star. You won Most Improved, but you're still years away from being like maybe to like where Anthony Edwards is at right now, or like where Shade is at right now, or even almost a Donovan Mitchell. But that's pushing it a little bit. So no, Tyrese Maxey is him. Not only did you literally put your team on your backpack, like the true definition, because you were down 6 to 8 points with a minute 30 to go, which is the most pressure it can be, and it's the elimination game at New York, not at Philadelphia, and you shoot a three, like an unorthodox three, where it's an acrobatic three, I guess that's a better way of saying it, and hit the and one of that, and then you pull up half court, which, by the way, I think that was a bad defensive call. We gotta understand, like, players like Tyreek Maxey and like a Tyrese Halliburton, for example, a Damian Lillard. There's plenty more. If you know they can shoot half court, or once they get past the half court and they can make threes, I don't get why they didn't either foul him, or Tom Thibodeau had someone foul him, or just as soon as he passes half court, you need to step up on him, because this is the league now where players can shoot from that far. He had so much confidence pulling up that shot. It was an all-net shot. And even later in the overtime, he had another clutch three to have them take the lead. It's just the amount of poise you need to have for that is just insane. And the reason why I'm scary as a Knicks fan is because you should have closed that game out. Jalen Brunson had 40 points. The Villanova guys are all solid. OG Anunoby is such a good pickup. And like I keep saying, Mitchell Robinson is doing super well, because Mitchell Robinson is a very nice defender on guarding Joel Embiid, and that's good that he's back. So now you're having Game 6 going to Philadelphia, and then even Nick Nurse and Joel Embiid, to backtrack a little, was supposedly Joel was texting Tyrese saying, hey, dude, this is your team. Like, even Joel is saying it. Tyrese, this is your team, bro. And then Nick Nurse is saying, look, man, take us to the promised land. Take these shots. Let's do it. I am concerned still for the 76er, though, because, like, Tobias Harris, man, come on, dude. Like, you can't have one game when you show up, one game when you don't. Same thing with Kelly Oubre, but I know what I'm getting for Kelly Oubre. I'm either getting a nice, good 20 a night, 15 a night, or I'm getting a bad shooting night from Kelly Oubre. And his defense is okay, but it's not the best. And then the only guys they're having off the bench is really Paul Reed, Batum and Cameron Payne is definitely getting some solid minutes because he has that finals experience. That's when this is when it matters. When the playoff comes, it's who's got it, who's not afraid of the moment, and who's him, essentially. But I'm there's a little worried about the 76ers, but I'm super scared, panicking. If I'm a Knicks fan and I was at the game, I'm devastated right now because if the 76ers win game 6 at home, I think the 76ers are going to win the series. Well, obviously, because if the Knicks win game 6, it's over. But I think now the 76ers are taking the series. This is when I said not having Julius Randle is going to hurt. Because even though if he doesn't show up in the playoffs, just the point that he's on the court and you have another star-ish player, it does matter. Jalen Brunson is, like I said, he's looking like Derrick Rose-esque. Not obviously as athletic as Derrick Rose, but in that system with Tom Thibodeau, point guards always seem to thrive in Tom Thibodeau's offensive system. And the defense this whole series has been phenomenal. You guys talk about how there hasn't been no defense this series or how defense has gone down. I actually been watching these playoff games. The players are just good, man. Like the game has just changed. I guess let me say that instead. The way they could just pull up from half court, pull up from three, and it's been like that. I'm not trying to act like I just saw it. Like it's always been like, but they're actually playing defense. Like they're trying to not let these guys score buckets. But for example, like Tyrese Maxey is just a bucket getter, and he's a clutch ass player. Same thing with Jamal Murray, just a clutch ass player, and it's safe to say that Tyrese Maxey is here. And he is one of him. Not him, but could be one of them. Because he is definitely exceeding what I thought Tyrese Maxey could be. Especially now with this Game 5 that I just saw. But if I'm the Knicks, like you got to be ready to take that game. You can't go back to New York. I know going back to New York for Game 7, it's a benefit because you're home. But you can't, bro. You can't. The momentum will go straight to Philly if you lose Game 6. Damn, this is a hell of a series. And even the next one I'm going to talk about that not a lot of people are talking about, Cleveland and Orlando. That shit is good. I'm enjoying the playoffs. It's so good when we finally have even teams. Don't really know who's going to win it. Denver probably going to win it. But it's so fun to have all these good-ass teams in the playoffs and just these somewhat classic series going on. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Is New York in trouble? I think New York's in big doo-doo. Or is New York closing out in Game 6? Tyrese Maxey, 46 points, like I said. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.